Good morning. It's Mike from Dokumint with you today to go through racks, co-location, and how it all ties together with different customers within co-location environments. So what I'm going to do to start with is go into our internal MSP customer, and this is where I'm going to create the co-located rack. So I'm going to go into racks, and we've got rack A, which is a physical rack somewhere in the building. So I'm going to create a new rack, and I'm going to call this one Colo Rack 1, why not? No site because I haven't created one. I'm going to say it's in the data center and create the rack. Alright, so now we've got the rack, we need to start putting stuff in it, and what I'm going to do is create a server that is going to host some customer services on. So I'm going to go back to there. Actually, I'm going to just click on devices, and I'm going to create a device, or have I already got one? Let's have a look. Hosted customers one. Yep, I have one. Okay, so this hosted customers one is a server. It's not racked. It's got nothing attached to it. So let's place it in a rack. So I'm going to put it in Colo Rack 1. I'm going to put it in U24, and it's going to be a 2U server. It's going to be full depth, and I'm going to place that. Okay, so that's now placed, and at the top you can see the placement, and there we are. So we can see it's 24 to 25. Now what I'm going to do is to assign customer server into it. So I'm going to go to my organizations, and I go to Northbridge Legal Services, and they have an RDS server, I believe. Yep. So I'm going to select the RDS server, and I'm going to say it is going to be hosted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say hosted on, and I'm going to change this from this customer to global, and you can see now you get visible to related customer. So that means if you've got the server in your customer record, you can choose whether they see that record or not if they're a read-only user of Dokumint. So I'm going to leave it invisible, and I'm going to relate this to Colo Rack 1. I'm not going to do it to Colo Rack 1. I'm going to do it to Hosted Customers 1, the actual hypervisor itself. Alright, so now if I go to the Hosted Customers 1 server, and we can see that it hosts Northbridge Legal Services, and if I clicked on Impact, we should see that if this server goes down, it's directly going to affect Northbridge RDS 01, which in turn is affecting Northbridge Legal Services. So let's go back to our organizations, and we'll go to Roadrunner Logistics, and I don't think we have any devices here yet, so let's create a device. I'm going to say this is RDS 01, and it's going to be a virtual machine in production, and it doesn't matter. And you might have VMware, for example, a different model manufacturer in here. I'm going to say this is going to be in Colo Rack 1. I think that's all I need for the minute, so let's create that. And then I'm going to say that this is also hosted on, and search global, hosted customers 1. Okay, so now if we go back to that configuration, what we should see is 2 RDS servers on there for 2 different customers, and if we click on Impact, There we go. We can see Hosted Customers 1 is going to affect Northbridge Legal Services RDS and also Roadrunner Logistics RDS. So that kind of gives you a way of seeing all of the impact across all of your estate if anything should happen to a particular device. So I hope that has been useful, and you can see the relationships are also similar. Yeah, I hope that's been useful. Any questions, let us know. Thank you very much.